Hello everyone, my name is Tung and I'm a sophomore at the Faculty of Foreign Languages at Saigon University. My major is English Linguistics, specializing in commerce and tourism. This is my first ever vlog and it is about a field trip to the southwest of Vietnam that I just had, where my friends and I had the opportunity to visit famous tourist attraction of the region, also known as the Mekong Delta. And we share a lot of indelible moments together there. And in this video, I will provide you guys with some amusing information about the destinations that I visited. And along with that, we'll be featuring some of my review on the mentioned destinations from my own experience. So, without further ado, let's join me on my 5-day trip to the region. On the first day, we began our journey at Saigon University. Along the way, we stopped at Trung Lư Crossroad to have breakfast and Long Xuyên City for lunch. After that, we traveled to An Giang province to lay our eyes on the natural beauty of Su Cajuput Forest, and we finished the day at Pháo Đài Hotel in Ha Tinh City. On the way from Ho Chi Minh City to Mỹ Tho and Long Xuyên, I had the opportunity to witness the vast golden rice fields that, in my opinion, have made the Mekong Delta a more beautiful picture. Arriving at Mekong Rest Stop, we had a variety of options for breakfast, but I personally found the clear rice noodle soup delicious. But it was no ordinary rice noodle soup. It was the famous Mỹ Tho rice noodle soup with a sweet twist in its broth. Later on, I learned that the sweetness comes from the dried sweet and the daikon added into the broth by the locals. And I highly recommend this dish should you have the chance to visit the city of Mỹ Tho. Coming up is the first attraction of the journey, Su Cajuput Forest. With an area of 850 hectares of rich ecosystem, Su offers a marvelous beauty of immense wetland, emerald green duckweed carpet, and dense Cajuput forest. A journey to explore Su starts aboard a long, small motorboat called Tắc Ráng by the locals. It is a very common means of transportation in the Mekong Delta region. Along the small canals lining the forest, you will admire the lush greenery of lotuses and water lilies on the water. To reach the heart of the forest, you will be switched to a small wooden rowing boat, just enough space for only 4 people. And while you are gently drifting along the water and go deeper through small canals, you will be in awe of different kinds of birds scattering all around. You can observe 1,000 of white storks and other colorful species of birds flying above or perched on the branches. The further you go, the more peaceful you feel. The sampan rower will help you to understand more about the forest and show you where the birds are. I really enjoyed my time here, even though it's raining all the time we were there. On that morning, I woke up with the news that there was a storm coming, and it was raining continuously, and the wind was blowing very hard. And after that, we were informed that we had to cancel our trip to Phu Quoc for our own safety, as taking the boat to the island was kind of dangerous. Of course, my friend and I were all heartbroken that we lost our chance to visit the island and its tourist attractions. So after a few hours, the teachers decided that we would come to Cần Thơ City and there would be some changes to our planned schedule. But first, we had to say goodbye to Ha Tinh, Phu Quoc, and headed to the West Hotel at Cần Thơ City. And we reached the second day of the trip. According to the itinerary, we were supposed to take a speedboat to get to Phu Quoc Island. But unfortunately for us, the weather was not on our side. Alright, here we are on day 3 and our trip had to make some changes. So instead of visiting the island of Phu Quoc, we will come to study the commemorative area for singer and songwriter Cao Van Lau. Then, we explore the house of the Prince of Bac Lieu, and the last destination of the day is Som Rong Pagoda. Considered as a unique tourist destination of Bac Lieu, the memorial area is the place to honor the talent of music, Cao Van Lau. Here, we get to know more about his life and his devotion for the art of đơn ca tài tử, and even got to visit his resting place. Not only that, but there is also a park with symbols of musical instruments in the southern art of đơn ca tài tử, such as flute, stock, zither, lute, guitar with concave keys, and so on. The instruments are completely carved out of bluestone, and they look very solid and soulful. For me, the most entertaining part of the site is that we can witness the performance of the song Dạ Cỏ Hoài Lang by the local singers. They really amuse me with their voices, so beautiful. Oh, and one of my friends even got to leave his remarks on the scrapbook of the site. His writing was quite terrific, to be honest. The memorial site really broadened my horizon on the life of Cao Van Lau and the history of đơn ca tài tử. I would love to come back here again should I be given a chance. Following the memorial site of Cao Van Lau is another interesting tourist attraction of Bac Lieu, the house of the Prince of Bac Lieu. I believe this is a must-visit place when you come to the region. The real name of the prince is Giang Jin Hui. He was a well-known playboy in the southern area in the 1930s, 1940s. Born in a very rich and luxurious family, the prince possessed a lot of rare and valuable items that remain in his house till this day. Artifacts, for example, his car, his special hot and cold beds, his TV, and so on. And if you are interested in the life of the prince himself, this place has a lot to offer, despite its small size. After visiting Bac Lieu, we paid a visit to Som Rong Pagoda, one of the most beautiful and largest Khmer pagodas in Sóc Trăng. Not only famous for its beauty and immense size, but the pagoda also features a giant reclining Buddha statue. It is currently one of the largest reclining Buddha statues in Vietnam. It is an interesting religious destination to visit. Day 4 started off with a very early trip to Cai Rang floating market on boat. Then we got on our bus to travel to Hung King's temple. After that, we returned to the West Hotel to get our luggage, then moved to Ninh Kiều Riverside Hotel. For the trip to Cai Rang floating market, I had to wake up very early in the morning, and after a short walk from the hotel to the Ninh Kiều Wharf, we hopped on some boat driven by the locals to go to where the market is located on the Mekong River. We got to the market when the sun was setting, and what surprises me was that the people had already started selling goods and food, despite being so early in the morning. The market was active and lively, the merchants selling goods on their personal boats. Some are very small. They were just trading and selling on the running water, which impresses me a lot. Saying goodbye to the floating market, we returned to the hotel to put on our formal uniforms to visit Hung King's temple. We got there after just a 15-minute drive. I was really amazed by the design and the size of the temple, which had just been inaugurated earlier this year. Here at the temple, members of our trip were given the chance to express gratitude to our ancestors and kings by offering incense. After the incense ceremony, my friends and I gathered around to learn more information about our own history and cultural heritage. There were artifacts dating back thousands of years, such as the bronze drum of Dong Sơn, some arrowheads for hunting, and so on. It was a great experience because through this visit, I was able to have a deeper understanding of my roots and culture. After visiting Hong King's temple, we went back to the hotel to rest up and prepare for the gala dinner. The gala dinner allowed us to look back at our journey and express our gratitude to the organizers, the teachers, the tour guides, and the bus drivers for helping us finish the journey. There were also performances from all the buses of the trip, and I enjoyed being a part of it. I could say that our bus performances were successful, even though we had little time to prepare. Also, the gala offered us a chance to enjoy each other's company. It was such an indelible night for me. Sadly, there is an end in everything, and this field trip is no exception. So after 5 days, we started to travel back to Ho Chi Minh City. And finally, I would love to thank Mr. Lộc for being a great teacher, Mr. Hing for being the most caring and dedicated tour guide with loads of stories and information for us, and Mr. Ba, our driver, for taking us places safely throughout the journey. And most importantly, all the members of bus number 4 for making this a once-in-a-lifetime journey with all the fun and meaningful experiences. Thank you guys so much for watching.